Hello everyone and welcome to Argentine Asado. Today is Dia de la Madre, which means Day of the Mother. Now, Dia de la Madre in Argentina isn't the same day as Mother's Day in the United States or in Europe or anywhere else around the world. So, first thing I want to share with you today is that I am doing a Vacio, which technically speaking is a flank, but it is also a hind quarter. It actually has three different components, three different muscle groups. I'm going to put them up here. And there's often a lot of confusion about the Vacio and what the Vacio actually is. When you translate it to English, you don't always get the right answer. So I'm just going to put the three cuts, the breakdown of the three cuts. So I'm going to show you what I'm cooking and grilling today. But the most important thing is I need some salmuera, which is brine. Brine is water, salt, black pepper, coriander, fresh rosemary, which I'm going to go and get now and I'm going to show you, and also garlic. And to this brine that I'm going to do today, I'm going to add a little bit of wine, a bit of olive oil, and a tiny splash of vinegar. It's going to give that zesty brine, which is going to help keep the meat humid through the whole grilling process. Fresh rosemary, my friends, the best thing for your brine. There we go. Let's go. Come with me. Okay, so I'm back and I have my brine. Now this doesn't look very sexy. As you can see, it is a combination of warm water. I've put some meat stock in the water before adding the rest of the ingredients. I've added a bit of red wine. I've got my salt, so I add in my salt to that water. Black pepper, which I just grind manually. 4 whole garlics, fresh rosemary, as we just went and got. And most importantly, a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of vinegar that really helps it stay zesty. You can also add a bit of coriander. You could also add, if you wanted, some sweet chili. All of those options are totally viable. And through the cooking process, you need to splash this on every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes, and this will give you a really nice golden crust to your Vacio, which is what you want to look for. And most importantly, it helps to keep it humid. So I do this every now and again, not every time I grill, it's just basically when I feel like it. But more importantly, when it is a larger cut of meat, this is what you do. So step 1 is you need to get your fire ready. Now, as you know, I'm a big believer in always having a very good fire. So as you can see, my fire is completely killing it. And we're gonna create some really hot embers, and then we're gonna move them under the grill. And we are gonna put the Vacio on the fat side down. This Vacio is 5.5 kilos, nearly 6. So it's very big, it's about 12, 13 pounds. And as I said, it's a complete Vacio, it's the whole shape. And we're gonna put it on the fat side down for 2 hours before we turn it over. Okay everyone, so after the Vacio has been on for 2 hours on the fat side down, we are then gonna turn it over, and the membrane is gonna be now on the upside. You're gonna see it should be all golden. That fatty side should all be very golden. And that fat is really made up of a bit of membrane and then a thin layer of white fat, which gives it this amazing taste and super nice and crunchy without it being too chewy and not enjoyable. So we're gonna leave it now for another hour on the other, you might say the other way around, with the fat side up. And once we're done, we're gonna take it off, we're gonna let it rest for around 15-20 minutes, and then we're gonna slice it up. And while we wait, we're gonna play poker, and we have our company. Okay guys, so it has been now an hour and 15 minutes on the fatty or membrane side up, as you can see. And they've got, the crust is just, I mean, this is just great. Look at that golden color, that's what we're looking for. And as you can see, the bed of embers, I just keep laying on the cold ones. I just keep putting on hot embers throughout the whole cooking process. Somebody asked me the other day, do I actually remove the embers that get cold? I don't, I just put the hot ones on top. And I think that also helps to kind of insulate and keep the heat consistent. And this is always the best part of the asado, taking your piece of meat off after nearly 3.5 hours cooking and preparing the meat. It's always so rewarding, and this is why we do it, and this is why we are so passionate about grilling. In Argentina, it is a slow process. It isn't a rapid process. It isn't slap a steak on a grill. And that's great and fantastic as well, and it has its place. But this is a slow process. It needs teaches you a lot of patience. And most importantly, it teaches you to respect the process. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll show you what the end product looks like. Okay guys, so this is how I am going to cut up the meat, the Vacio. So here I've got my board, which has a nice lip. Here, this lip helps stop the juice flowing out. So once you serve it in here, all the juice stays in here. Then I have my chopping board, which is a really hard board, quebracho, which is a very hard wood. This is my main knife. Then I have an auxiliary knife, which is smaller. And I just have a pretty big, this is kind of cool because you can articulate it so it pushes the meat off. And I just have a pair of normal tongs, you know. And here we have our Vacio. I put it in the metal dish and let it sit here for around 15 minutes to really let the juices get out to the rest of the meat, because as it's heat, when it's on the embers on the grill, obviously the juices flow up, and I want them to go down into the middle before I cut it up. If not, everything will go everywhere. So I leave it there 15 minutes. Then I'm going to pass it over to the board. We're going to slice it up, and we're going to add it here to my serving board. Anyways, when we do an asado at home, it's always the happiest time of the week. So everyone's happy, and it's just a great experience. So here's the Vacio, and I've got the boards ready, and let's go. Salud.